Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis. Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks for tuning in to CBT News. Here are today's top stories.
Ford announced its support for the Biden administration's initiative to significantly reduce vehicle emissions by 2032. The Dearborn-based automaker endorsed the Environmental Protection Agency's March proposal to cut passenger vehicle tailpipe emissions by nearly 50% from 2027 levels. This stance counters former President Donald Trump's promise to overturn these rules if reelected. While the Alliance for Automotive Innovation backed aspects of the EPA's regulations, 25 Republican-led states have filed a lawsuit against the EPA, labeling the rules as unlawful. However, a coalition of 22 states, spearheaded by California, supports the emission reductions, projecting that 35 to 56% of new vehicles sold between 2030 and 2032 will be electric to achieve a 49% emissions cut by 2032. Tesla's Fremont facility is under investigation after a recent fire broke out on Monday afternoon, as reported by the Fremont Fire Department on social media platform X. The fire, originating in an oven used for vehicle manufacturing, was classified as a two-alarm commercial structure fire and was swiftly contained within hours. No injuries were reported among employees or firefighters. This fire follows recent layoffs at Tesla, including cuts to environmental and safety positions, and adds to a history of fire incidents at the plant. Local environmental regulators are also scrutinizing Tesla for alleged pollution violations at this facility. A recent report from U.S. Senator Ron Wyden revealed that BMW, Jaguar Land Rover, and Volkswagen sourced parts from a company allegedly linked to Chinese forced labor. Wyden's investigation found that these automakers use components from the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act entity list. As a response, BMW, JLR, and Volkswagen acknowledged the issues and stated that they had taken corrective action. Additionally, the report emphasized the inadequacy of the automakers' self-policing and urged U.S. Customs and Border Protection to intensify enforcement against forced labor in supply chains. Although the investigation is ongoing, Wyden is pushing for more companies to be added to the entity list, highlighting the complexities and challenges of monitoring global automotive supply chains. U.S. auto safety regulators have launched an investigation into the fatal crash of a Vinfast V8 electric vehicle in Pleasanton, California on April 24th, which resulted in the death of a family of 4. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is examining the circumstance of the crash and the subsequent fire. A complaint filed on April 29th suggests that steering issues may have contributed to the accident, which involved the vehicle losing control and crashing into a large oak tree, with speed possibly being a factor. Vinfast, a Vietnamese automaker that began selling vehicles in the U.S. in 2023, has acknowledged awareness of the incident but has not commented further, pending the outcome of the investigation. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Duran Cage, founder and owner of Cage Automotive, to discuss how dealers can leverage technology to help their sales teams win.
Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis.
So dealers know, about tech and AI, but implementing it is a different ball game altogether. Talk to us about what you're seeing out there today, because AI, as you know, is being thrown around. Some people understand it, some people don't. Some people aren't, or I should say, dealers and their teams aren't really sure how it's going to really maximize their efforts on the showroom floor and with customers. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's such a great topic because AI, when I feel like last year, it changed the game. 2023 came and it was like ChatGPT came out and then all the competitors came along with it. So what I've seen from how we can better utilize AI, we can use it consumer facing, right? I've seen that a lot. We're seeing chatbots, all that. That's great. But to me, the more powerful way that we can use AI is internally with our teams and our structure. So what I mean by that is, imagine if you're a sales manager here right now, you're listening to this show, you're like, well, how can I use that? Well, if you're going to do sales meetings, for next month or for the next few weeks, you can use ChatGPT and say, hey, my team is struggling with setting an appointments out of their CRM. Could you give me 5 different ways or 5 different sales meetings, tips, topics, and then a script that I can go by to help, have a concise, good sales meeting and teach my team.
And you can watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that does it for our show today, but do join us right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.